last month, about 6 weeks ago, I had set up certain missions which will actually drive the railways activities henceforward. One of them is a mission Raftar, which means speed. The idea is that we want to increase the average speed of all the trains in India. So we'll have a different categories of trains. One will run at absolutely high speed railway. The project will be ready in another 6 years, 7 years. Then we'll have a second category of trains which we call Tejas, which will be launched very soon. Then we'll have this semi-high speed train what we have in Gatiman. Then we'll also have a different categories of train like Humsafar, we'll have Uday, and then we'll also have the trains which will run like for the common people, unreserved train, which we call Antoyoday. But each of these will have a different product, but we are trying to increase the average speed of each of them. So we are working on our own internally to increase the speed, to reduce the accidents, to make it completely safe, because speed and safety have to go hand in hand. At the same time, we are actually internally trying to do it, but also going in for getting high technology from different parts of the world. So we already done with Japan, we are doing with Korea, we are doing with other 12, 13 other countries. So the idea would be that each of the country then can look at the corridor and try to work with us in an independent way. So speed is important. So this is as far as the passengers are concerned. We are also trying to increase the average speed of goods train. It will happen this year, some time-belt trains, but more will happen in 2019 and beyond, when we will complete a dedicated freight corridor. The idea is to have at least a minimum speed for goods train going beyond 60 kilometers per hour. So that will happen only after 3 years, but we'll try to work on each of that.
One of the big challenges in bringing up speed, and I'm using speed as a physical aspect as well as a metaphor, is the very nature of the organization. And sometimes to increase speeds of trains, you really need organization overhauls.
Can you explain this to me so I will understand it better?
So the example that was being used was Konkan Railway, right? So the whole idea was at the beginning.
So you think Konkan Railway runs faster than other trains?
No, it doesn't today. But the whole idea was that.
So what is the relationship between speed and organization? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. So the whole idea, I mean, the way it was told to me was that if you wanted to take speed from, let's say, 110 kilometers to 160 kilometers, it requires a change in the very way you work and your approach to safety.
You give an example of Konkan Railway.
Yeah.
The average speed of Konkan Railway is not different than that of the other trains.
Yes.
So how does organization has brought about a change in speed?
No, it didn't. The whole point was that it could have been faster, but it was designed to be faster when, let's say, it was Konkan Railway was first envisaged. The idea was to take it up to 160 kilometers per hour, but then it was pulled back because it was felt that there was too much concern about safety. People were not confident.
Where is the organization comes in?
No, it's a question of confidence. I mean,
so that's what I'm saying. So let us not confuse the issue, which we normally do in India. We try to put one issue against other which has no relation with another. So therefore, speed is independent of the organization. So we need the mission that we are creating for Raftar is something which will happen, and we are bringing together all the cross section of people who have to work with it. Organization is necessary for delivery of various products, not just speed alone, and therefore that is an independent issue which we are dealing with that separately.
Okay. Give us a sense on what else is happening on the technology front. So one is you talked about speed and the application of technology for that. You were also talking about some major deals that we've done, bringing in new rolling stock with GE, Alstom. Tell us more about that.
We are trying to work on many aspects of technology. In fact, each and every aspect of railway operation is being upgraded by bringing new technology. So the first and foremost is ERP itself. We are trying to create an enterprise solution, bringing together all aspects of the operations of the railways, and that we are doing through a CIT, Communication Information Technology. Then we are trying to upgrade signaling. We are trying to increase better technology for rolling stocks. We are trying to bring new technology now for locomotives, which is one of the best, the state of art in the world for both diesel and electric. Then we are trying to bring in new ideas for electrification. We are trying to bring in new ideas for enhancing speed. Also track laying. We are trying to bring in new technology for track laying. Then also for maintenance. Then we are using remote geospatial technology for management of railway operations. Then we are using drones. So I can go on and on. This is completely different paradigm shift. The technology will drive the new operations of the railways.
Right. 2016. So if you, I mean, I know that you've outlined a lot and the budget was fairly reflective of that. What are the 3 things that you would be watching on a daily basis to ensure that it gets done?
I don't watch only 3, I watch about 30 things every day. Because these are all the different complex operations. I have a management information system. The day I presented my last budget, more than a year ago. I had started implementation next day. What is the result? 139 of my budget announcements have been implemented. This is the first time in railways history I gave to the parliament an action taken report on the budget announcement. So people were saying good budget, but what about implementation? So we implemented it 139. This year I presented my budget on 25th of February. 26th of February onwards, like last year, we are monitoring everything on an electronic platform called e-Samiksha. So everything gets monitored on a real-time basis. Every week it is monitored, exception report is generated to find out whether something is lagging behind. And now we already implemented at least, if not more, 10 or 12 of my budget announcement of this year. So tell me where it could happen. I put the budget speed mission and already implementing. Very soon we'll have on a trial basis, we'll run a train called Talgo, which will reduce the reduce the travel time between Mumbai and Delhi by as much as 5 to 6 hours. So you can imagine how much the benefit of that.
A lot of people hope that you would do that between Mumbai and Bangalore or Mumbai and Chennai as well.
So why not between say Assam to Calcutta? Why not?
Sure.
So
I mean, more than just Mumbai and Delhi.
To do one, people want to say why not there?
Yeah.
So we forget that this is also part of India. That is also part of India. We have to do somewhere. We start there and we'll try to do other places also.
Sure. Last question. You've been very active on social media. So when you look back at the experiment of engaging directly with commuters, with passengers, what has the impact been internally?
No, this is something which people are saying even the multinational corporations cannot have such an online complaint redressal mechanism. Nobody has got. And no other organization comparable anywhere in the world can do something like this. So therefore we are already doing this. It is already helping us to understand where the problems are. We are trying to address the problem. We are trying to take care of systemic issues which come out as a result of this. So we are addressing all these.
And you feel that it's giving you direct feedback
Absolutely.
In areas which you may not have
feedback
got otherwise.
From the grassroots, from the market, from the people themselves.
Right. And are the employees of Indian Railways with you in resolving these issues? I mean,
no, obviously. You see, all the employees have to align to the corporate objective. This is something which people fail to understand, that the best organization, the organization which is motivated by the people who work for the organization. So there is no other organization in the world which has commercial employer with 13 lakh people, 1.3 million people directly employed and maybe as many as indirectly employed. So if you don't motivate that force, how are you going to deliver the results? But this is something which we are able to do it thanks to the organizational capability, and also we brought together everybody together. The strongest unions in the world are in the railways, and they are actually realizing that what we work together is because they know why we are doing it. We are not here to do something on the side. We are not trying to hoodwink the system. We are trying to do everything in a most transparent way. Every employee of my organization knows that why I am working like this. Not for personal benefit, but for the benefit of the country, for the benefit of the railways. So therefore, everybody is aligned to this.